Hey guys, so my burning thought for today is the difference between religion and relationship with Jesus. So for those that don't know, I'm Christian, and it's been playing on my heart and on my mind recently that actually there can be a lot of misconceptions about what it means to be a Christian, and actually a lot of the stereotypes I hear is that, oh, it's a religion, so it makes it the same as everything else. And I just want to make it clear that actually religion says kind of follow these rules. If you do this, you'll get into heaven. If you don't get drunk, if you don't swear, if you don't cheat on your husband or wife or whatever it is, you'll get to heaven. But the difference is we can't earn our salvation. Our faith in God is not based on doing right and wrong. It's not based on that, actually. And religion tells you that if you do those things, you get closer to God, and you get closer to heaven, and you get closer to being good enough to be accepted. And actually that is complete blasphemy, because it's just the complete opposite to the core of our faith. And that is, it only takes one thing. You could be a murderer, you could have done the worst of the worst thing, but the moment you say, Jesus, I believe in you, I choose to follow you, I give my life to you, all you're saying is you're turning from those things. All he wants to hear is that you no longer want to live, like you're just accepting Jesus. That's all it is. It's a simple 3-letter word, and that is yes. Because as soon as you say yes, in fact even before you speak, God already sees your heart. As soon as your heart, you turn and you're open and you say yes to receiving Christ, that's it. Like you have salvation, and you no longer have to live life going through those things on your own. So you can't earn faith. You can't earn it. His love, you can't earn love. And I just want to talk a bit about love, because if you think about it, I do not know one person that doesn't want to be loved or doesn't want to love someone. Love, even no matter what you believe, everyone desires to be loved and to love. And that's something you can't argue against, because we see it all the time. Why do you think relationships form and friendships, our family, everything within a relationship involves love? And unfortunately, in this culture, love has been distorted, and a lot of the times some people have twisted the idea of love and actually abused it and used the word love, put a label on love. So for those people that maybe have been in maybe abusive relationships, what's happened is you've taken that idea of love and just it's twisted, and it's more a conditional kind of love, rather than a unconditional love. And so there's a very distorted image of love. And I'm sorry if there's anyone that maybe, especially if you've not ever felt love from a parent or something like that, if you've grown up with a family member or a parent or guardian where you grew up having a distorted image of love, I'm sorry for that. And I just want to say that actually it's really important that we understand the true meaning of what it means to love each other, and to show that And because of that, you know, that can affect the way you view what say example a loving father looks like. Because if all you've ever experienced is a distorted image of that through a parent, then it makes it very hard to see God in a way that is loving, because your idea of love is being twisted. And that's the thing, that's the reason why God's love is so different to the love the world gives. Because most of the time the love the world gives, like I said earlier, is conditional. It's kind of like, you know, like we say all the time, like, oh, if you do this, this and this, I'm proud of you because you've done this, this and this. And, you know, our love a lot of the time as humans, our love is dependent on what someone's done for us. It's kind of like, does this person deserve my love? And that's why, you know, what's written in the Bible is so key, because it contradicts what we learn in this world. Like growing up, we learn kind of like, if someone is horrible to you, then you have permission to be horrible back, or if someone hits you, you hit them back. But the point is, that is just such a twisted way to look at what it means to love each other. That's a conditional love. Whereas what Jesus says in the Bible, he says we have to love our enemies and love those that persecute you. And it's not to be like, oh, I'm condoning, you know, what they've done. He's not going, oh yes, you know, that's great that they're that if someone's done you wrong, it's not condoning that that's right. It's basically saying that your love for someone should not be based on what they've done for you, because there's going to be a continuous pattern where there's never going to be any peace, because you're kind of like, okay, because we're all humans, right? And we all make mistakes and we all sin, whether you think it or not. We all do that. And love for some is meant to be so perfect, so pure, and it's the only one person that can show true love, and that is Jesus, because he says that he loves us as we are, like we are enough for him. And we need to remember that that is an example of unconditional love. If we went by conditional love, then it's kind of saying like we're never good enough to be loved. And actually that's a real messed up way to look at it. And I'm telling you now, when you experience the supernatural, unhuman, unconditional love of God, you will know the difference between that and a human kind of love. And the difference is, God's love will always satisfy you, but a human love, it's wavering. Even if you have the best parents, the best family in the world, because like I said, we are human, we're imperfect, we all make mistakes, there is more of a chance that how do I put this? So not everyone is fortunate. At the end of the day, not everyone is fortunate enough to have people in their life that show love to them. And then because of that, you're putting all your hope and all your value on other people that may let you down. Whereas if you've got something so firm, so sturdy, which is God, that will never let you down, then, you know, your life is just gonna change, because we all desire love. God's put that desire in us, and you're going to be let down constantly if you're trying to find love in other people. If you're trying to put all of yourself into someone else, like, it's just not sustaining enough. We need someone steadfast, so that no matter what, because if everything faded away, this is what I always say, if your closest friends, family, God forbid, if your closest friends or family ever in your life went, what would you do if you're on your own? Would you rely on yourself to love yourself? Because we need each other. We're not made to live life on our own. We need something bigger. We need to have another kind of love to fill us up, to fulfill everything we need. That makes sense. Yeah, there's just been so many little things on my mind, and so I haven't planned what to say at all. Yeah, I had other things to talk about as well. I'm going to pause it for now. I'm going to do another video because there's just so many things that I'm not going to be able to hold it all in my brain. But let's call this part 1 of faith versus religion. Cool.